Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us for this year's National Honours Society induction ceremony. My name is Elaine Bond, and I have the honour of serving as the National Honours Society Advisor and your Master of Ceremonies for tonight's event. Sorry. Okay. Sorry, we're having some technical difficulties. To start off this special evening as we celebrate our new NHS inductees, please join us for the national anthem. I now invite Adriana Quintanilla to come forward. At this time, I ask that you please rise and join us for the national anthem. Thank you. You may be seated. Welcome, Principal Dissing, Associates Principal, Ms. Siavola, members of the faculty, faculty council, students' families, former principals and teachers, and of course, our students. Thank you for joining us for the 2025 National Honours Society induction ceremony. We are gathered here to formally recognise those students who have been selected by the Faculty Council for successfully completing their candidacy and are being inducted as members of our National Honours Society Southbridge Pioneer Pride Chapter of the National Honor Society. It is my honor to introduce our dedicated and visionary principal, Ms. Dissek, with a strong background in neuroscience, curriculum, and educational leadership. She brings a deep commitment to creating a high school where every student can thrive, grow, and pursue a future of their choosing.
Thank you very much, Ms. Bond, for organizing this wonderful event and for your leadership of the National Honor Society in conjunction with Ms. Lisa Dyer over the course of the year. I would also like to welcome students, parents, families, members of our district leadership and building leadership alike. I'm Stefanie Doucette, and I'm the principal of Southbridge High School. I will keep this very brief because this is not about me, it is about you, and I am not the keynote speaker. Our lovely associate principal, Ms. Ciavola, is. What I do just want to say is last year, when I was speaking at this event, my push to you, as the assistant principal at the time, was to band together and be a group of students that would lead for good at our school. I'm very pleased and proud to say that I'm looking at every single one of you tonight, and now having been your principal, I can say that you did exactly that. We've had an absolutely wonderful year. You, students in particular, prove every day what others might find impossible about ourselves, our schools, each other. You are students that take college courses in high school. You are students that volunteer in your community. You are students who serve as men and women for others every day. I'm very proud to be your principal. I was equally proud to be your assistant principal and teacher, and I'm very excited for the work we'll continue to do. Thank you.
I would like to please welcome Rachel Volsey. Rachel is the current president of the Southbridge National Honor Society.
Good evening, distinguished guests, proud parents, and most importantly, exceptional students. I want everyone to take a moment and feel the weight of tonight. This isn't just any gathering, it's a celebration of resilience, ambition, and greatness. Each one of you defined the ordinary, choosing instead to walk a path defined by courage and determination. It was once said by Maya Angelou, if you are always trying to be normal, you will never know how amazing you can be. And tonight, I stand before a room of individuals who have chosen the path of extraordinary. You are not here because you followed the crowd, but because you stepped forward with courage, determination, and purpose. I extend my heartfelt congratulations to each and every one of you. Your induction into this esteemed society is not just an acknowledgement of your academic excellence, but a recognition of your leadership, your service, and your character. Yet while this moment is cause for celebration, let it not be the final destination. Congratulations once again. And as you step forward from tonight, may you remember, your mission in life is not merely to survive, but to thrive, and to do that with passion, compassion, and some style. Thank you.
Thank you, Rachel, for that inspiring speech, for all the great work you do as our president. You truly are a great leader. It is my absolute pleasure to introduce someone who is not only today's keynote speaker, but a personal role model and daily inspiration to me, Miss Maria Ciavola. Miss Ciavola currently serves as the Associate Principal at Southbridge High School, where her positivity, passion for student success, and unwavering dedication to school improvement shine every single day. I can honestly say I've never seen her without a smile. Her energy and encouragement uplift everyone around her. Before stepping into leadership, Ms. Siavola spent 14 years teaching science, math and engineering, and also served as assistant principal at Worcester East Middle School. She holds 2 master's degrees in education and a Bachelor of Science in Natural Science, a true lifelong learner. Since joining Southbridge in 2023, she's become an essential part of our high school's progress and continues to lead with purpose, heart, and a deep commitment to every student's success. Please join me in welcoming an inspiring leader, a champion for students, and someone I'm proud to call a role model, Ms. Maria Siavola.
Goodness, thank you so much for those generous words, Ms. Bond. I'm Ms. Siavola. I'm the Associate Principal here at Southbridge High School, and much like Ms. Doucette said, this evening isn't about me, it's about you. And I am incredibly proud to be standing here in front of you, speaking to you, to your families, and to the staff members at Southbridge High School who supported you and want you to be here. So I am very, very grateful and proud to stand here to honor this group of students who are leaders in our school and in our community. That is the hallmark of being a National Honor Society member. To our National Honor Society inductees and members, I have been inspired by your leadership, and it is a privilege to speak to you and your families here tonight. As I consider the inductees before me tonight, I see unique individuals, each with their own strengths, passions, and challenges. However, I also note that there are shared characteristics amongst people who are able to achieve what these scholars have. Chief among these are curiosity and grit. Grit is defined by researchers as a personality trait that encompasses the following attributes: perseverance, passion, resilience, courage, determination, and conscientiousness. As I'm sure the family members of our members and inductees can attest, these students absolutely have demonstrated these qualities. What I want to impress upon you, our inductees, is that your grit will not just get you here to National Honor Society, but will also serve you in life. Sorry. Leading researchers have found that grit, as defined in this way, is a larger predictor of success than talent or intelligence. And I emphasize this to you for a particular reason. As you go off into the world, you are in college, you may be taking a course that you find especially difficult. You may be in an internship that you find overwhelming. At that time, I do not want you to doubt yourself. I want you to recognize that it is the grit that got you there and the grit that will keep you there. You have all of those qualities and you will continue to have them. Lean into those in order to help you during those times. Another important characteristic of our inductees tonight is curiosity. These are fantastic students, yes, but they also have an unfailing curiosity about the world in which they live. I look at the individuals in front of me, and I see students who explore not only academics, but fashion, sports, music, photography, theater, social justice, and so many other things. These students explore their world without hesitation or self-imposed limits. And that is what makes them not just excellent students, but good and interesting people. Again, these are hallmarks of being a National Honor Society member. The students who we welcome into NHS tonight have not wasted a moment at Southbridge High School. They have chosen to get the most out of their experience here at SHS by being open-minded and willing to explore all that interests them. In the future, this characteristic of curiosity will allow these scholars to find their many passions in life and to share those with the world. And sharing with the world is an essential part of what being a National Honor Society member is. Activist and community leader Marian Wright Edelman once said that education is not for improving the lives of others, education is for improving the lives of others and for leaving your community and world better than you found it. This quote embodies an essential aspect of your National Honor Society membership, giving back. NHS is not just about what you have personally achieved, though that is very important. It is also about what you will give back to society with the knowledge and passion that you have gained. As you will hear, many of our inductees have already begun a path leaving their community better than they found it. These are our future leaders, and great leaders know that knowledge is most valuable in the service of others. As NHS scholars, you are poised to do just that. I'm immensely proud that you are who we have chosen to represent Southbridge High School in that endeavor. Congratulations and thank you.
It is at this time that we proclaim to all in attendance that membership in the chapter of the National Honor Society has been earned by these candidates through the effective demonstration of the 4 qualities that serve as standards for the Society. Members of the chapter will now review these qualities for the candidates. We will now start the lighting of the candles. We begin with scholarship, presented by Secretary Oscar Vasquez.
Scholarship is one of the 4 pillars in the National Honor Society, and it represents a strong dedication to learning and academic excellence. But it's more than just getting good grades. It's about always being curious, thinking critically, and pushing ourselves to improve. As NHS members, we know that education is the foundation for success and a way to make a real impact in the world. Through scholarship, we learn discipline, perseverance, and a love for knowledge that helps shape us into future leaders and innovators. One of my favorite quotes by Nelson Mandela represents this perfectly. Education is the most powerful weapon which we use to change the world.
Okay, Mason Nichols, our treasurer, will present service.
Service is a fundamental part of the NHS journey. It is the choice to do selfless acts for the betterment of the community and others. In these kind acts of service, you are not only helping others, but you are portraying leadership, character, selflessness, and great scholarship. Some people may see service as hard work that only benefits others, but that is simply untrue. Service allows you to meet new people in your community, grow great bonds with service teammates, and overall makes you feel pretty amazing. Joining the NHS gives you a great opportunity to learn the skill of service. And service will not only be applied in the NHS, but also in your community and in the future. I'm going to end with a quote by Stephen Covey. What you do has far greater impact than what you say.
Now we will hear from leadership, presented by our Vice President, Carmina Apont.
Leadership is not defined by titles or positions. It is characterized by the ability to inspire, influence, and empower others. As members of the National Honor Society, we are entrusted with the responsibility to lead with purpose. Leadership in this context is about serving with integrity, fostering collaboration, and setting an example for others to follow. It requires empathy, a strong work ethic, and a dedication to making meaningful contributions to our school and community. As Max Dupree once said, the first responsibility of a leader is to define reality. The last is to say thank you. In between, the leader is a servant. True leadership lies in serving others, guiding them to their highest potential while achieving collective success. Thank you.
Jasenia Ortiz will now tell us about character.
Good evening, everyone. Today I'm going to talk about something that defines us, which is our character. Our character is built up by the choices we make and the values we uphold. Character is what defines you when no one is watching. It's the courage to do what is right even when it's difficult. Life will test you, and there will be moments when you'll be tempted to take the easy way out. But I want to challenge all the new inductees to choose character on this journey. Thank you.
Thank you, students. At this time, I would like to ask all senior members of our National Honor Society to the stage. These students would like to share where they will be attending school in the fall and what they plan to study.
Hello, my name is Michelle, and I haven't decided where I'm going yet. However, I will be studying accounting and business administration.
Hi, my name is Adriana, and I will be studying musical theater at the Boston Conservatory at Berkeley.
Hi, my name is Oscar, and I will be studying biomedical engineering at UMass Amherst.
Hi, my name is Mason. I will be studying business at UMass Amherst.
My name is Sam. I will be going to Quinsigamond Community College for General Studies.
My name is Alex. I will be going to Western State University for psychology.
My name is Alexis Ramos. I'll be studying exercise science at Springfield College.
Hi, my name is Jose Isaac. I will be going to Nichols College. I will be studying sports and management.
We will now call students up individually to become inducted into the National Honor Society. Let's begin with the sophomores. Tatiana Alba Ladeo. Tatiana is a natural leader who leads by example, both in school and in the community. She is deeply rooted in honesty and integrity, values that shine through in everything she does. Smiling Isaac Baroa. Smiling draws inspiration from her older sister, a medical assistant, and her brother, Jose, a senior member of the National Honor Society. Janetly Martinez. Janetly is passionate about robotics and engineering, always eager to explore how things work and how they can be improved. She is guided by the quote, "Never doubt yourself, never change who you are, don't care what people think, and just go for it," by Britney Spears. Chrisana Osoroya. Chrisana is a determined individual who pursues her goals with a strong sense of morality, honesty, and kindness. She is eager to give back to her community. Maxine Ortiz. Maxine is a passionate advocate who isn't afraid to speak up for himself and for others who need a voice. His ultimate goal is to help others build a bright and promising future, and his dedication to service and leadership makes him a powerful force for good. Zariel Penhalo. Zariel aspires to become an ultrasound technician and has already shown a strong commitment to learning and service. Education holds a special place in her heart. Carla Rodriguez Rivera. Carla is a quiet yet powerful leader who leads by example and is always there for others. Her sincerity, compassion, and dedication to helping others truly set her apart. Kaylimar Rivera. Kaylimar leads by example as the sophomore class president, where she has worked hard to boost school spirit and ensure that students' voices are heard. Sol Santos. Sol is a dedicated student athlete who focuses on track and field as his main sport. Sol plans to study real estate after graduation with the goal of helping others find happiness through home ownership. Last of our sophomores, Alex Vovalakis. Alex serves as the sophomore vice president of Student Council. With a strong interest in pursuing a career in STEM, Alex is driven by curiosity and innovation. Determination is at the core of who they are. Congratulations to our sophomores. Moving on to our juniors. Nico Acevedo. Nico is currently working at the YMCA, where they find great joy in supporting young children, helping them learn, feel valued, and safe. Nick, who volunteered alongside several football teammates, helped take down the Southbridge Christmas lightning, has shown a strong commitment to community service and personal growth. Ava Molina. Ava has always been driven by the desire to make meaningful change. She currently serves as the treasurer of the Student Council and challenges herself academically through several AP classes. Sadriel Ortiz. Sadriel is a passionate basketball player who also dedicates his time to volunteering at Sacred Heart Church. He finds fulfillment in giving back to the community and supporting those around him. And last but not least, our seniors. Sophanie Hyperlight. Sophanie grew up in Haiti, is a hardworking and dedicated student with a strong desire to help others. She aspires to become a nurse so she can make a meaningful difference in people's lives. Then our last student for the evening, Tamara Sylvain. Tamara, who is originally from Haiti, is driven by a compassionate student who aspires to become a nurse so she can advocate for those in Haiti who cannot afford proper health care. Thank you to all our new NHS inductees. I'm going to ask Alexis Ramos to the podium to lead both our current and new members in the National Honor Society pledge.
All rise. Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I pledge to uphold the high purposes of the National Honor Society, to which I have been selected. I will be true to the principles for which it stands. I will be loyal to my school and will maintain and encourage high standards of scholarship, service, leadership, and character.
Thank you. You may be seated. Thank you, Alexis. I'd like to ask Jose to the podium for some acknowledgements.
Thank you to our families and school communities who came to this evening to support us. Without you, our parents, grandparents, aunts and uncles, siblings, cousins, loved ones, neighbors, and teachers, this high school journey would be nearly impossible. We are lucky to have your positivity, guidance, and never-ending support in our lives. Students, please give a round of applause for our loved ones.
Thank you to our advisors, Ms. Dyer, and the members of the NHS Faculty Council, Mr. Stevie, Ms. Hanson, Ms. Wynne, and Ms. Blanchard, who worked hard to support the growth of the National Honor Society in our school. Their dedication to students' commitment to a fair application process and organisation of the ceremony was invaluable. A special thank you to Mr. McShee for capturing this memorable evening and helping us preserve these special moments through his photography. Please give them a round of applause. Then I'd like to take a moment to thank two incredible women who helped me pave the way for tonight's ceremony. First, a heartfelt thank you to Ms. Dyer, a dear friend and a former NHS advisor. Her years of dedication and support. Ms. Dyer retired in March of 2025, and her impact continues to be felt both by students and staff. Then I would also want to thank and recognise Ms. Colello. Ms. Colello has faithfully served the National Honor Society advisor at Southbridge High School from 2021 to 2023. Her leadership and dedication over those 3 years made a lasting impact on our students and the program. I'm especially grateful for her continued support and guidance in helping me prepare for tonight's ceremony and the thousands of phone calls I made to her. Her insight and encouragement have meant so much to me. That concludes our National Honor Society induction ceremony. Before we close, let's take one more moment to recognise and celebrate the accomplishments of our newest inductees. Please join in giving them a well-deserved round of applause. At this time, I'd like to invite all National Honor Society members both new and old, and returning to the stage for a group photos. Families and guests are welcome to head to the cafeteria, where refreshments are being served in honor of inductees. We'll join you shortly after the pictures. Thank you for being part of the special evening and supporting these outstanding students.